Hello, and welcome to The Measured Pencil. I'm Stephen Murray, and I'm here with pencil expert Wes Nelson.
Ahoy, hoy.
How are you, Mr. Burns?
I am doing pretty good today. It is a fantastic day in the neighborhood. How are you, Stephen?
I am good. We haven't recorded in a while, so...
No, I feel...
It feels...
Do you hear that? The rust
Yeah.
that I'm shaking off? Yeah, it's awkward over here. Bear with me, folks.
I'm rusty, too, but it feels good to get that crud out a little bit,
Yeah,
even if it's painful.
It does feel good. I'm not hitting at all 500 cylinders right now.
But we got a pencil you like.
We do. We have an amazing pencil.
So we often talk about the lack of stationery stores here in the United States and the inability to go into a store and try something out and see if you like it and what's good and what's bad. But we found a store here in the Twin Cities that has some pencils.
We did.
It's called Art Materials, and it's over on Lyndale. Give them a shout out. Definitely go check them out. And you went in there the other day and you found something you really like.
Yeah, I went in there with my whole family, my kids, and they were, I feel like I want to gush about my kids, how patient they were with me as
as you tried every pencil in the store.
First, I talked to a delightful lady who was telling me all about non-photo blue and how they used to do things back in the day, which was fascinating. And my kids took over that conversation, particularly my daughter, while I talked to the owner, Eric, and he was telling me all this amazing stuff about the industry and where things are at and where things are going and the trends that he's noticed and stuff like that. He showed me some of the pencils that they had. I right away had my eye on the whole Hex-O-Matic series, and I ended up picking up the Hex-O-Matic 51 in 0.7, and it looks like a Rotring 600 in a lot of ways, and there'll be more pictures on our Instagram for sure. Yeah, I had a delightful time talking to Eric and looking at all the pencils. There's some really nice ones they have in the store. There's a lot of pens. There's fountain pens.
They're pretty.
There's
They're really
tons
pretty.
of cool stuff. There's a whole display shelf. He's got everything there too. All the art materials. That's why it's called Art Materials. But
and some drafting pencils.
Drafting pencils.
I got one of those.
Yeah, it's a really cool store. Really knowledgeable staff. Very friendly. Very patient. Yeah, and it's right across from Milk Jam if you want to go get some ice cream right after. That's a solid afternoon right there.
Yeah.
Stationery store and ice cream all in one. Or World Street Kitchen. You go to lunch there, go across the street, buy a mechanical pencil, then go grab some ice cream. Sounds like a solid afternoon right there. So, yeah, so I ended up with this Hex-O-Matic, and I love it. I think it's great. But what do you think, Stephen? Do we have some reviews on it?
Yeah, I do. Definitely go check them out. These Retro 51s are made with precision to maximize your efficiency. The textured grip section and hexagonal barrel are constructed from brass, giving these writing instruments a solid yet balanced feel in hand. This click-top pencil comes in two colors, matte black and satin silver. Each one is packaged in a unique hexagonal-shaped box. And here are some reviews to start it out. Let's see here. I'm going to actually jump to the end on my script here. This review is from M. LeBlanc. So, is he famous? I don't know. But he says...
What I want to know is, does he share food? That's what I want to know.
Here's what Mr. LeBlanc has to say.
Joey doesn't share food!
A solid and sharp-looking pencil, 5 out of 5 stars. I love the look of this pencil. It is comfortable in the hand. I would compare the feel to the Rotring 600. This pencil is similarly priced and has a retractable point to boot to allow for a safe travel pencil. Overall, a great pocket. Retro 51 never seems to disappoint. I'm including that. I usually try to avoid reviews that compare a pencil to another pencil out there.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
They're all over the place. But this one, it's so close to it. We already have the danger of Rotring knockoffs.
Yeah.
That it will be part of this discussion. So that's where we're starting. But we're going to move on now. We're going with Jameson R. Wendell from Amazon. Consider the inexpensive plastic barrel pencils, 1 out of 5 stars. After a number of months of usage, I'm fed up with this pencil. As stated in one other review, the lead slides up consistently while writing. I've tried to lighten up on the amount of pressure used and have tried every 0.7 millimeter lead product on the market with no luck. Not worth the money spent, and I wish I had returned it before my time ran out. So we haven't had it long enough to be able to verify that or not. Hopefully that's not the case on these.
I haven't noticed that issue at all.
I like it.
I think it's great.
I think it's great.
It is very similar to a 600, but it has a retractable lead sleeve, which is astonishing.
And to clarify, because I had heard that, I had read it, it's not the retractable mechanism like a Rotarine 800.
No.
And again, here we're comparing things here. It's just the nib, just the lead sleeve that comes back in. And I think it's such a better idea than the 800. It solves all the problems, and it doesn't have the wobble.
Yeah. No, I think it's great. Yeah, the lead sleeve retracts. It becomes flush with the cone. It's great. The knurling on the grip is astonishing. It's really good knurling. Has a hexagonal barrel. The grip section, the knurled section is longer.
Yes.
So you don't, like, I think the thing that Steve brought up, that you end up holding sometimes farther back on a 600, where on this one, I don't notice that. It has that hexagonal barrel, so it won't roll over. It has nice little engraving on the clip, Hex-O-Matic Retro 1951. The clip has an angled section to it, so as you're writing or flipping the barrel around or rotating it, it doesn't stick out as much, it's not as pronounced. It does not have a hardness indicator where you think it would be. There's a knurled section at the back. That's fine with me. I don't really care about hardness indicators. It has an eraser, it has a lead de-jammer, which is cool. Standard size eraser. I think this thing's solid. Little spendy, but I think it's worth it. I think it's a beautiful piece. It has just that kind of intangible, nice heft to it where I just kind of want to hold it all day long. So I will hand it over now, which I don't normally do, to Stephen.
We love the Rotarine products so much on the show that it's hard to talk about this without comparing.
Yes.
I really love the balance. This is one of those pencils when you pick it up, it's not heavy, but it's not light. It's just right.
Right.
And it sits in the hand just the right way. You don't have to, you're not fighting it. You're not constantly reevaluating your grip.
Yes.
As Wes mentioned, yes, this will be my one comparison. The Rotarine, I sometimes held it lower. I sometimes held it higher. The moment I picked this up, I said, oh, I don't have that problem.
Yeah.
It knows where it wants to sit. The size is good. The weight is good, as I said. I love how that nib retracts in. You can totally put it in your cargo shorts. I wouldn't put it in my cargo shorts. It's too nice. And then everything else is just, well done. The clip's well done. The cap's well done.
It has that cool 51 on the top of the eraser. I mean, this brand is, we haven't done one of these brands yet before, but this brand's awesome. They have tons of limited edition stuff. They're known for their Tornado pen is one of their bigger ones.
Ooh.
And so there's constantly new iterations on that. I think right now there's a Grey's Anatomy where it has like a skeleton all over it. I think they have some national parks ones. So they're always rotating through that. The box is next level. I want to just I've actually left this box out on my desk as a conversation piece. It's really cool. It's a hexagonal box. It's much bigger than it needs to be, but
it fooled me. I wasn't able to get the pencil.
Stephen
out.
found a brand new way to open it that I didn't know about. I want to put something else in here and then re-gift it and then beg for the box back because it's so cool. So yeah, I mean, just all around, a lot of thought, a lot of careful appreciation went into crafting this instrument, and I think it's exquisite. I do want to mention the store again, Art Materials Minneapolis, artmaterialsonline.com. Go check them out. They are super cool, super knowledgeable, super friendly people. So yeah, if you're looking for a brick and mortar type store, which we always are, we're always trying to go that route, but it's very challenging in this mechanical pencil world that we live in to find those places. So it was cool to find a place like this where there's actual real life people to talk about our hobby other than the people that we stop at or that we hope stop us at coffee shops. That never happens. So it's really fun to go geek out with people that have the same passion as you do. So yeah, go check them out. Art Materials Minneapolis, artmaterialsonline.com.
Awesome. And thank you for listening to us as always, and catch us next week.
Goodbye.
This was The Measured Pencil with Wes Nelson and Stephen Murray. Theme song and additional music composed and performed by Josh Baumgartner. Additional production support by Two Desk Productions. If you want to see what the pencils look like, please follow us on Instagram at The Measured Pencil. If you'd like to share your pencil story, please record a short audio file, maybe 1 to 2 minutes, and email it to us at themeasuredpencil@gmail.com. Or, if you'd like us to review your favorite pencil, please email us with the name, and it might appear on a future episode. Thanks for listening.